The Witch Circe. After sailing from the Cyclops' island, Odysseus and his men land on the island of Aeolia. There, the Wind King Aeolus does Odysseus a favor. He puts all the stormy winds in a bag so that they will not harm the Ithacans. The bull's hide bag containing the winds is wedged under Odysseus' afterdeck. But during the voyage, the suspicious and curious sailors open the bag, thinking it contains treasure, and the evil winds roar up into hurricanes that blow the ships back to Aeolia. Aeolus drives them away again. On the island of the Lestrigones, gigantic cannibals, all the ships but one are destroyed and their crews devoured. Odysseus' ship escapes and lands on Aeolia, the home of the witch Circe. Here, a party of 23 men led by Eurycles goes off to explore the island. Odysseus is still telling his story to Alcinous and his court. Okay, so quick review. What do they discover when they reach Circe's hall? There's lions and wolves and other beasts that typically would hurt men, right? How are these beasts acting? Strange how?
They're not attacking.
Yeah, they're not attacking. So Circe, now keep in mind the text describes Circe as evil. So Calypso was not described as evil, but Circe is apparently being described as being evil. So she has put the animals under a spell to where they're just sort of like big puppy dogs.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so the men decide to call out to her. All but Eurycles, who feared a snare, which is a trap. The innocents went away after. On thrones she seated them, and lounging chairs, while she prepared a meal of cheese and barley and amber honey mixed with Pramnian wine, adding her own vile pinch to make them lose desire or thought of our dear fatherland.
All of them?
Scarce... What?
All of them?
Yes, the 23 who went to explore the island, minus Eurycles, who is thinking she's going to trap them, so he isn't there. He's watching, I guess. Scarce had they drunk when she flew after them with her long stick and shut them in a pigsty. Bodies, voices, heads, and bristles, all swinish now, though minds were still unchanged. So squealing in they went, and Circe tossed them acorns, mast, so like kinds of nuts used as food for hogs, and cornel berries, fodder for hogs who rut and slumber on the earth. So at least she's feeding them. Down to the ship Eurycles came running to cry alarm. Foul magic doomed his men, but working with dry lips to speak a word he could not, being so shaken. Blinding tears welled in his eyes, foreboding filled his heart. When we were frantic, questioning him, at last we heard the tale. Our friends were gone. Odysseus leaves the ship and rushes to Circe's hall. The god Hermes stops him to give him a plant that will weaken Circe's power. Homer calls it a molly. It might have been a kind of garlic. Protected by the plant's magic, Odysseus resists Circe's sorcery. The witch, realizing she has met her match, frees Odysseus' men. Now Circe, loveliest of all immortals, because we haven't heard that before, persuades Odysseus to stay with her. There Odysseus shares her meat and wine, and she restores his heart. But after many seasons of feasting and other pleasures, Odysseus and his men beg Circe to help them get home. She responds to their pleas with the command that Odysseus alone descend to the land of the dead, the cold homes of death and pale Persephone, queen of the underworld. There Odysseus must seek the wisdom of the blind prophet Tiresias.